Hey, happy Friday to you and welcome back to the Friday Funnies. Well, the weather this week has been the top story in that it sucks like a Hoover in a sandbox. I mean, most of the country was under some sort of alert about an impending killer death storm on its way. In Chicago, it's been the coldest it's been in the last 30 years. And this is interesting because this year was predicted to bring us El Nino, a drier, warmer winter. Instead, it brought us El Crapo. Okay, the cold weather, however, afforded me the opportunity to hibernate this week, which is my favorite wintertime activity. I lay around and just think about stuff. Yesterday, I thought about what name I would choose if I became a rapper, because all rappers have cool names that they made up, and I wanted to be ready if that occupational diversion ever happened. After much thought, I decided on Ro-J, the Saurus. I'd have a word for everything. Today I have a few words about the oddities in this week's news, so enjoy. You know, I love dogs, and I always make it a point to pick up after them when they have a squat. But many people don't pick their pooch's poo, which really makes for rather a disgusting discoveries. However, the city of Bolzano, Italy has come up with a great solution, because there are about 45,000 dogs in Bolzano, and they can create a mountain of a mess. So Bolzano instituted fines from $300 to $1,000 for offenders. The only problem was catching them in the act. But now that's been solved. All dog owners are required to provide their dog's DNA to be kept on file. Then, if officials spot Dookie on the street, they can match it to the culprit via DNA and fine the owner. Bravo, Bolzano. Keep up the dirty work. Our Dumbass of the Week winner this week comes to us from our neighbor to the north, Canada. In Brampton, Ontario, a 25-year-old man finally passed his test for his G2 driver's license. In celebration, he got in his car, cracked open a beer, and headed home in a hurry. He was speeding about 50 kilometers an hour, that's 30 miles per hour, over the limit when he was pulled over by police. So in summary, what do we have? We have a man who got his driver's license 20 minutes ago and has already been charged with speeding and DUI. This much stupidity in this short a time makes this guy our dumbass of the week. Frequent Funnies contributor Kelly Verla alerted me to the story of a man on a SpiceJet flight from Mumbai to Bengaluru. For clarification, SpiceJet is not owned by the Spice Girls, and Mumbai and Bengaluru are in India, okay? A male passenger went to use the lavatory shortly after the plane took off and got stuck in there. When I first saw this, I thought the poor guy flushed while he was still sitting there and formed a seal, but actually the door to the lavatory got jammed and the flight attendants could not get it open. So the poor guy had to sit on the pot for an hour-and-a-half flight and was finally freed after the plane landed. The man said he was okay except for the red ring around his buttocks. And he told others to avoid the SpiceJet curry. That's it for another week, my friends. Thank you for joining me. Please share these with everyone you know. Also, listen to my podcast, Another Day Above Ground, for even more laughs. Thanks so much. I'll see you next Friday.